Let us have a look at auxiliary views, example 1 from the lecture slides, slide number 21. So we're given a 3D picture of a block with an inclined plane, and it's got a circle with a diameter of 0.6 on it. And we now need to do an orthographic view of this component to show all of its details so that it can be manufactured. Right, so we need a main view, which will be from the bottom right hand side because that's the longest one. We'll have a left hand view from the bottom left, but due to the top being inclined, we can't really show any dimensions on that inclined plane because it is now skewed. So the left view is going to be a partial left view. Then we will do an external top view so that we can show the 4 mounting holes, and we'll do a partial auxiliary view to show the detail of that inclined plane. So let us start. As I said, main view, left view, top view, auxiliary view. So for the main view, these two blocks are the cylindrical protrusions as seen from the side, so they just become rectangles. This part in the middle is just the part in the middle for the component. And then at the top here, at an angle of 45 degrees, we have that skew plane that we're going to make an auxiliary view of. Okay, so that's basically the main view. I'll do the hidden detail and center lines at the end. Top view. Just want to make this top view a little bit bigger. Like that. And now the tricky part would be this skew plane over here. Now usually we would want to, for an auxiliary view, only show the stuff we see perpendicularly and ignore the background stuff. But in this case it's a bit tricky because we can't really do a top view without showing this as it is in the middle. So I'm going to have to draw it in at the angle. So I'm just transferring the distances over. And now I'm going to sketch it in freehand. Now we won't be taking a memo and checking the exact proportions of this freehand part, seeing as that would be a little bit unfair. So I'm just more or less sketching the ellipses in like that. There we have a circle, 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 and circle. Now for our left view, remember the left view has the same width as the top view. And on top of that we'll have this inclined plane. I think I'm just gonna increase the width over here a little bit. Okay, so these lines just indicate where this inclined plane would actually go up. Now with auxiliary views, the idea is that we break it after the change in plane. So I'll show a little bit of the inclined stuff, and then I'm just going to use a freehand wavy line to show that there is something at the top, but there's no point in me showing it over here because it is completely skewed. Okay, so that's basically my left view, and then lastly the auxiliary view. Now the auxiliary view has to be perpendicular to this line or face over here. So if I go and look perpendicular to that, my auxiliary view needs to be drawn somewhere on that line. I'm going to pick the middle over there. Okay. Now in this case, because this is just an auxiliary view, I'm just going to draw what I see perpendicularly and leave out all the skewed background detail over here. Okay, good. Now I can quickly erase all of my construction lines. You don't need to show the arrow where the view comes from. We know where it comes from based on its orientation. Okay, center line. And here we need a center line. The center line for all three of these is in line. So this one center line is actually for 3 features. Then, according to the question, the radius of this one and these ones are equal. So I'm just going to decrease this one's size a little bit. So that it has the same radius as the small circles. Okay. Hidden detail. that. Center line, center line. Center line. Center line and center line for this skew one as well. Good. Center lines. We don't have to show the hidden detail over here again because we have shown it in the main view. Actually, if you do show it again, that would be a technical error. Good. Then hidden detail for this one. The question didn't specify where it stops, so I'm assuming it goes all the way through. Like that. And just a quick correction on something that I had noticed right now is because this cylinder is the straight flange of the cylinder part is tangent to this bottom plane, this line over here would actually not be visible. So I'm just going to erase this line. Like that. So basically, because this bottom part of the protruding part is straight and flat, and it's straight and flat to this side, it means that line would actually not be visible. So that's just a quick correction. And then dimensioning wise, by now you guys have dimensions figured out, so the idea of this drawing was just to show how the auxiliary view and partial left-hand view would look like.